Hey everyone, I'm back today to take a look at the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom Hammond collection, Concavenator. This guy was kind of a surprise to me because all of the Hammond collection so far have been reasonably main dinosaurs that we've seen in the film. But the Concavenator, even though technically it did appear in Fallen Kingdom, it was only as a stuffed taxiderm dinosaur in the background of Lockwood Manor, and it was a blink and you'll miss it scene. I mean, you'd barely even notice it was there. But I'm glad they have included this. But I'd be happy for all the dinosaurs in the Mattel line to appear in the Hammond collection with this higher level of detail and articulation. Here's the front of the packaging. When the dinosaur's in the packaging, the tail is detached, and when you take it out you have to pop the tail in, and once you've got the tail in you can't pull it back out, so you can't really put the dinosaur back in the packaging after you've taken him out. So on the back here you've got the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom logo up in the corner there, a slight bio at the bottom there just saying when the dinosaur appeared in the movie, and a nice picture of the toy itself. And then we've got a really nice photograph of the toy on the side here, though I think they have photoshopped it a bit because I couldn't get the head on mine to turn around at that angle in that pose, but it still looks really good, and it makes me wish we'd seen this dinosaur in the movies alive and actually doing something. Now I'll go over the articulation quickly. We've got the arms that go forward and backwards as well as out to the side, and at the elbows it moves up and down and sideways. The wrists swivel round and will move kind of up and down like that. Legs pivot out to the side a bit, and there's knee articulation that swivels out to the side as well as moving forward and backwards. Same here. And then at the ankle, so you've got kind of 3 points of articulation going down the leg there, from the knee, the ankle, and then this kind of extra bit here, and that's the same on both sides. The tail's on a swivel, and the tail itself is rubber, as you can see there. It's kind of soft rubbery plastic because there's a wire in there, and so with the wire, if you want to, you can kind of bend the tail like that. Then at the head you've got articulation at the bottom of the neck and articulation at the top of the neck going into the back of the skull there, and that sort of swivels in all directions and to the side. And then the mouth is articulated at the jaw, but also kind of on the top of the skull as well, where it meets the jaw there, so you can move that top bit up slightly as well as opening the jaw down. And a lot of the Mattel dinosaurs do this now, so you can get a good range of motion and poses from the mouth, open it at different widths. The head and the jaw are made of a more soft rubbery plastic than the main body for some reason. I don't know why I've done that really. But there's a kind of orangey paint going along the eye and then down the neck, but it fades to a lighter orange as it goes down. You can see as it goes onto the back of the head and then the skull there, it's kind of a deeper, darker orange. And you've got a yellowy pale paint job on the underside of the body as well, and going up on that crest on the back it's orange on the tip, and that fades down to orange all over the tail. The tail is mostly orange, which actually looks kind of strange to me that it's so orange compared to the body. It's darker on the underside, it's almost brown on the underside of the tail and the back there, and there's a bit of brown on the back of the thighs there too. And you can see from this side how there's all that brown on the underside of the tail and the back of the legs and kind of around his bum basically. A really orange tail. Some pale speckling going up from his stomach onto his chest, the side of his chest. So there's a lot of that pale on the underside. The front nails and claws are painted, which is nice, because quite often on these, even on the Hammond collection Mattel toys, they don't tend to paint the nails on the hands, so I'm glad they've done that. Though the little nail inside the feet still isn't painted, but that's not really noticeable anyway. It's nice to see those nails painted, because there's quite often a detail left out. I really love the look of the Concavenator. And for a comparison, here it is with the Concavenator that we got a few years ago from the main Mattel line, which hasn't got anywhere near as much articulation and isn't quite as well detailed, but it's still quite nice looking. This one has the action feature of the mouth there, opening and closing, and the tail will waggle as well if you push down on the crest. This one's a bit of a deeper, almost a greenier colour than the new one. And I'm glad that they both look different and don't have the same paint job, because it makes them look a bit more unique from each other. But they're not so different that they look odd together. Like sometimes they'll release dinosaurs that are the same species but a completely different colour and it looks a bit weird. Whereas these two look good together, but there's enough differences that they still look unique. Thanks for joining me for this look at the Hammond Collection Concavenator. Nice addition to the line, getting a bit of variety in here now with these different dinosaurs. And I think there is one coming out later in the year that hasn't been in the movies at all, as far as I'm aware. So I'm glad they're branching out with a variety of dinosaurs they're going to include in the Hammond Collection. So thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you again soon.